This conference will now be recorded.
Let's see. Today we'll see few more features as part of this visual force. So now we'll see the concept of page redirection. So what exactly the page redirection? What is the use? And how can we redirect the user from one page to another page? It may be first page to next page or next page to previous page also, whatever. How can we redirect the user from one page to another page? We'll see practically. And upon redirecting the user from one page to another page, how to pass some values also. How to pass some values upon redirection, and how can we catch those values in the target page, and based on that values, how can we do some operations in the target page. Okay, now we'll see practically in this case. Now, so then what do you mean by page redirection? Basically, redirecting in the sense, okay, now you may be having multiple pages inside the application. Upon implementing the application, one page may not be sufficient. We need so many number of pages. So upon performing some operations, sometimes we need to switch the users from one page to another page. I need to move the user from one page to another page. Like for example, when I click on next button, user has to be redirected to that next page. When the user click on previous button or back button, user should come back to the previous page. That means I'm redirecting the user from one page to another page. Like as page 1 to page 2 or page 2 to page 1 also, whatever. It may be forward direction, it may be backward direction, whatever. Depends upon your requirement. We can redirect the user from one page to another page with the help of a feature called as page redirection. By using page redirection, we can redirect the user from one page to another page. Now, so then how can we redirect the user from one page to another page? So upon click on some button control, I want to redirect the user to that next page. To which page you would like to redirect? So for that one, first of all, both the pages should be exist first. First of all, I should have the page 1 and then page 2. That means source and the target. We need both the pages. We need the source page and we need the target page. Once both the pages are available, then I need to redirect the user upon click on some button control of the source. Source to target we can redirect, target to source also we can redirect. That possibility is available. Now, for example, let's take a small scenario. Assume that I'm having two pages are available. I'm having two Visual Force pages. So this is a page 1 and this is a page 2. Two Visual Force pages are available. This page name is source page. This page name is target page. Okay. Now, on the source page, I'm having a button control. On the source page, I'm having a button control, which is having the caption, go to next page. There is a button called as go to next page. On my target page, I have another button control. On my target page, I'm having another button control, which is having that caption, go to previous page. Two button controls are available. In my user interface, in my page, I'm having some user interface, whatever it may be, anything. I'm not bothered about that. So now, as soon as once I click on this particular go to next page button, as soon as when the user click on go to next page, I want to redirect the user to that next page. User has to be redirecting from the source page to target page. That means I want to redirect the user from source page to target page. Upon click on go to next page button. Now, once the user has been reached to the target page, here he can perform some operation. After that, when the user click on go to previous page, I want to come back to the previous page. Okay. When the user click on this go to previous page button, then the user has to be come back to the previous page. That means he has to come back to the source page. That means we can redirect the user from source to target or target to source also. We can redirect with the help of the page redirection feature. Upon redirecting the user, upon moving the user from one page to another page, we are using the help of a feature called as page redirection. Then how can we redirect the user to a specific page? Okay, now, so in this case, for example, assume that currently I'm on the source page. Currently, I'm on the source page here. In this source page, as soon as once you click on that, go to next page, then to which page I would like to redirect the user? Upon click on go to next page button, to which page you would like to redirect the user? Target page. So I need to specify, I need to store the page name. To which page you would like to redirect here? Okay, to which page you would like to redirect? So upon click on this button control, I am going to be redirecting the user to a page. To which page you would like to redirect? We need to store that page details. In order to store the page details, we are using the help of a class called as page reference class. Page reference class. Page reference is the standard class which is maintaining by Salesforce in order to hold the address of a page. Like for example, come to a general scenario. If anybody is aware of C programming or C++, there you will be having the concept of pointers. Okay, we have the concept of pointers, where pointers will be represented with the help of star p, some pointer variable. So what exactly the pointer variable generally? Pointer variable will be storing the address of a particular variable. Okay, it will store the address of a variable. In order to store the address of a variable, we are using that pointer simply. But in some cases, we need to store the address of a function also. Assume that I'm having a function. Okay, I'm having a function or a procedure, like as get all record. There is a procedure or a function is there. If you want to store the address of a function, we are using the help of a feature called as function pointers. Okay, function pointers. In C programming, we can able to use the pointers to store the address of a variable, to store the address of a functions also. Now, when you go to that other programming languages like some .NET programming, these functions or pointers are also called as delegates. Okay, these function pointers are also called as delegates. Okay, so now delegates in the sense simply a function pointer concept. As part of .NET programming, the referencing it as delegates. Okay, as part of C, we are having function pointers. Concepts are not new. These are available inside the C programming only. Just we are deriving that by giving some different names with some different syntaxes. Now, in this case, in order to store a normal variable, a variable's address, we are using the pointer. To store the address of a function, we are using function pointer or delegate. But now what I want to store, upon click on this button control, I want to redirect the user to a page. That means I want to store the address of a page. I want to store the details of that page. To store the details of that page, we are using the help of a class called as page reference class. Page reference is a standard class which will be referencing to a page, which will be holding the address of a page. Okay, which will be holding the details of a Visual Force page to which you would like to redirect the user. Upon redirecting the user to which page you would like to redirect, to hold the target page details, we are using a class called as page reference class. With the help of that page reference class, we can store the address of that variable, we can store the address of a page to which we can redirect the user also. Then how can we store the address of this page? Now, in order to store the address of the page, we have to create the object of this page reference class. We have to create the object of this page reference class. Page reference, some object name equals to new page reference. Upon redirecting the user to a specific Visual Force page, to hold the address of the target page, to which page you would like to redirect. Now, to hold the details of that page, we are using that page reference class. In this page reference class, you have to specify the name of the page to which you would like to redirect. Whose the details you want to store? Which page details you want to store? Which page address you want to store? Okay, to which you would like to redirect. For that one, specify that page name. Give that the slash, forward slash, and then give the page name. Okay, page name. That means what? I would like to redirect the user to that target page so that you can specify the name of that page, okay, whose address or whose the details you would like to store. So now, for example, here, I would like to store the address of that target page here. For that one, I'm indicating, okay, now page reference, some pg ref equals to new page reference of slash target page, the name of the page here. I would like to hold the address of this page so that I can able to redirect the user. Which page you would like to redirect? Specify that name of that page. Now the page reference class will go to that metadata repository. It will collect this target page information. That page details will be storing inside that page reference object. Once the page reference object is storing the address of the page, then we can redirect the user to that page by using that method called as set redirect method. Set redirect of true. So now this set redirect is a standard method which is available inside that page reference class. So that I'm using page reference start set redirect of true, then automatically it will be redirecting the user to the target page by default. This is the two lines of code simply we are using to redirect the user from one page to another page. To which page you would like to redirect, specify that page address information inside the page reference class, and then redirect the user by using a method called as set redirect method. I'm using that set redirect method, set redirect of true, which will be redirecting the user to that specific target page. Now inside this page reference object, which page address you have stored? In this pg ref I have stored the address of the target page, so the user will be redirecting to the target page by default here. Okay, clear? In order to redirect the user from one page to another page, we need to hold the address of the target page. In order to hold the address of the target page, we are using a class called as page reference class. In that page reference class, we need to indicate the name of the page, whose address or whose details you would like to store to be used to redirect the user. In order to redirect the user, we are using the method called as set redirect method here. Okay, clear? Now this is just for page reference, nothing but to redirect the user. How to pass the value, we'll see. A different concept is available. That is called as query string concept. Okay, so that not only redirecting the user, we can pass some values also upon redirection by using the query string. We'll see that query string concepts updated today here. Okay, understood the concept up to now? Now, let's make a note of this one. Page redirection. By using this feature, we can redirect the user from one Visual Force page to another. We can redirect the user from one Visual Force page to another. Upon click on the button controls. Upon click on the button controls. For example, source page to target page. Source page to target page or target page to source page also. We can able to redirect the user from one page to another page. Source to target also or target to source also we can redirect. Now, upon redirecting the user, we need to hold the address or details of the target page to which the user is being redirected. Upon redirecting the user, we need to hold the address or details of the target page to which the user is being redirected. Now, to hold the address of the target page, we have to use page reference class. Page reference class. Page reference is a standard class provided by the Salesforce as part of Visual Force, which is used to hold the address of a page. Page reference class. This class will hold the address of the specified Visual Force page. This class will hold the address of the specified Visual Force page. Now, the syntax. Give the page reference, specify the object name equals to new page reference. Here we can specify the slash, give the target page name. So which page address has to be get resides? For example, page reference, some pg ref equals to new page reference. I want to indicate. Sorry, here we have to specify the slash apex also. Slash apex, and then we can specify the target page name. Okay, we have to specify the target page name slash apex slash target page name. We can indicate that name of the target page to which you would like to redirect the user. No. So this is just will be holding the address. It just hold the address of the target page. Whatever the page name that you have indicated, okay, whatever the page name that you have indicated, that the page address will be holding inside this, but it won't redirect directly. In order to redirect that, we have to use the method set redirect method. Okay. Now, to redirect the user to the specified page, we have to use set redirect method. We have to use set redirect method. And the syntax. We have to specify the name of that object. Object name dot set redirect of true. That means pg ref dot set redirect. Pg ref dot set redirect of true. Inside that page reference class, we have a method called as set redirect method, which is used to redirect the user. Page reference class simply holding the address. It can't redirect by its own. To redirect the user, we are using the method set redirect method. Done? Done with this code? Now, let's see a practical example now. Take a small use case. Design two Visual Force pages source page and target page, and redirect the users from source page to target page and vice versa. Source page to target page and vice versa. Now, so let's go with this implementation part. I want to design two Visual Force pages now. One is source page, second one is a target page. Okay. So in that source page, I would like to place one button control, like as go to the next page. In the target page, I want to place a button control, go to the previous page or go to the back page. Then upon click on the button controls, I would like to redirect the user from source to target, target to source. Now, let's see how can we redirect the user from one page to another page, and then we'll see how can we pass the parameters upon redirection by using query string concept. Now, so let me design two pages. I'm creating the first page, that is source page. Okay, I'm designing the page source page. With this name, there is no page has been designed. So now I am going to be creating the page with the name source page. I'm giving some default properties for my page tag. I'm applying the solution object tag style here. I'm using the section header. Title equals to page redirection. Subtitle equals to source page. I'm defining the form tag. Inside the form tag, I'm defining the page block. I'm giving the title equals to source page block. Here I'm placing that button controls, page block buttons, location equals to only at top. I'm implementing a command button. So I've designed a source page. So now this is the title of that page. I have indicated like as page redirection. Subtitle I'm indicating like as source page. Here I have placed one button control called as go to target page. Okay. As soon as when the user click on this go to target page button, I want to redirect the user to the target page. So I want to design the target page also right now. So let me go with another tab. Here I'm designing the target page. Okay, I'm designing the target page. So now click on the link to create the target page. Here also, I would like to use a similar kind of code. Just I'm copying this code. I'm pasting inside that target page also. Here I'm using a different object tab style. Company info _ C. Here the target page. Target page block. Here I'm indicating go to source page. Okay. So now two Visual Force pages I have designed here. The first one is a source page, which is having a different tab style. Second one is target page, which is having a different tab style. So now on the source page, I have placed a button control go to target page. On the target page, I have placed a button control go to source page. So upon click on this go to source page button, I want to redirect the user back to that source page. When the user click on go to target page, I want to redirect the user to the target page here. Then how can we redirect the user? Now let's see practically. Just now the pages are available. Now upon click on the button control to redirect the user to the respective pages, we have to use the help of a class called as page reference class. By using this page reference class, we need to write some piece of code inside our own controller. So upon click on the button control, we can execute that controller business logic and we can redirect the user to that respective page, depends upon our need. So that I would like to write some business logic inside my source page first. Let me go to that source page. So upon click on that button control, go to target page. I want to redirect the user to the target page. For that one, I would like to write the piece of code. Now tell me, do we have any ready-made business logic to redirect the user from one page to another page? Pagination is different. That will be first page, next page, like us to load the records in the same page. But here for the page redirection, we don't have any ready-made methods. We don't have any ready-made methods to navigate the user from one page to another page. Output link is only redirecting. That's it. Okay, output link is only redirecting over here. But sometimes I want to pass the values also, but that will not be possible. Okay, now. So now here in this case, I would like to write the business logic inside this. So for my source page, I am going to be writing the business logic. For that one, I am preparing a controller class. Controller source page controller. I'm indicating a controller class with the name source page controller. Now click on save. Now go to that source page controller class. Write the piece of code. What needs to be done? As soon as once I click on that go to target page button, I would like to call a method. That method will redirect the user to the target page. Currently, the user is in the source page. I want to redirect the user to the target page. For that one, I need to write the piece of code. So that I'm preparing a business logic method. I'm preparing a controller action method. Public page reference go to target page. I'm using the return type of page reference, which is going to be completely redirecting the user from page 1 to page 2 directly here. I want to completely redirect the user over here. So for that reason, I'm using the return type as page reference. Now inside this page reference, inside this class, inside this method, we need to prepare the business logic. In order to redirect the user, whatever the 2 lines of code is required, those 2 lines of code I am going to be writing inside that method here. That's it, nothing else. So now, as soon as once I click on this button control, I would like to call this method. Now this method will redirect the user to the target page. So to redirect the user, first of all, we have to indicate to which page you would like to redirect. Because inside my organization, I'm having so many Visual Force pages we have designed as of now. From those pages, to which page you would like to redirect the user. We have to indicate, we have to hold the address of the target page to which you would like to redirect. So I'm holding that address by using a class called as page reference, pgref equals to new page reference. Inside this page reference class, we need to indicate the address of the target page. Specify slash apex slash page name. What is my page here? Target page. Okay, I'm using the target page. So now whenever we are saving this code, this target page should be there first. Create the target page, then we can able to include that page name inside this. Now, so once you are holding this information, once you are holding the address of the target page, then we can redirect that user. pgref dot set redirect of true, and then we have to return this value completely. I'm returning this value because the return type is page reference, so that I'm returning completely from the source page to the target page directly, so that we have to hold the address of the target page to which you would like to redirect the user, and then redirect the user by using that set redirect method, set redirect of true. Okay, now let's save this piece of code and then invoke this method upon click on that button control. Go to that button control, use that action property, action equals to specify the method name, go to target page. So now save this one. As soon as when the user click on this button, go to target page button, it will go to the respective controller class. It will invoke the method go to target page. So in the target page, whatever the page name that I mentioned to this page, user will be getting redirected. Okay. Now, like the similar way here. Now the coding part will be over for this one. Now, for example, refresh this user interface now. Click on this button. Go to target page. User will be redirecting to the target page directly here. But when I click on this go to source page, I want to come back. But it is not redirecting. So I need to write the code for this target page also here. So let's go to the target page, write the business logic for this. I'm preparing a controller class. Controller equals to target page controller. I'm defining the target page controller class. Write the method. Inside that method, we have to specify to which page you would like to redirect. I'm preparing the method public page reference go to source page. Here I'm creating the object of the page reference class. Page reference pgref equals to new page reference. You can specify slash apex. My page name is source page, and then we can return this value. pgref dot set redirect of true. Okay. So now inside my target page, I'm writing the business logic to redirect the user to that source page. Now invoke this method upon click on the button control. Go to the command button, specify the action property, indicate the method name which you would like to invoke upon click on this button control. Let's save this piece of code. Now, so now upon click on this go to source page button, I'm calling the method go to source page, which will be executing the piece of code which will redirect the user to the source page here, which you have specified. Now let's see. Let me remove that one. I'm having only one page right now. Now once you click on this go to source page, it will redirect the user to that source page. Once you click on that go to target page, it will redirect the user to the target page. So from source to target also we can migrate, target to source also we can able to migrate that here. Okay, that facility will be available to you. So that in order to redirect the user from source to target or target to source or one page to any other page, we are using that page reference class. Okay, clear? Because we are going to be completely redirecting from page 1 to page 2 completely here. No, it won't return. Generally, we are using white, right? It won't return anything. So we have to return it back completely. That means to design that page, whatever the resources it has allocated internally, we are going to releasing those resources. Okay. Now let me place this code. Okay. So this is the way we can able to redirect the user from one page to another page. We can redirect the user from source to target or from target to source also. Everybody is taking photo, he's taking video, no? Okay. Now, so now let's see the concept of query string. Okay. Now let's see of query string. What exactly query string generally? Anybody from Java, .NET, there also you are having this concept. Generally, why we can use, how can we denote a query string? Okay, how? How to denote a query string? How do we know this is a query string? Question mark. Inside the URL, we can use a question mark. That question mark is indicating query string. Okay, that question mark is indicating query string. Okay, now. So now in this case, now, for example, assume that I'm creating a new record here inside my object. Click on, or I'm opening this record here. Okay, pyramid construction incorporation. Upon click on this record, the record will be getting opened. The record will be getting opened over here. Upon opening the record, what is the URL that we have? This is the URL. This is the URL we have. In this one, we are having up to salesforce.com/apex/ my page is available here. To this page, it is passing that record ID. because we have designed our own detail page that is called as custom account detail page, which is my custom page, which we have designed to represent the record information in the form of tab controls. To display the record details in the tab controls, we have designed this page. Now, so in this case, so what record information you want to display in this page? So that we need to pass the ID. Salesforce is using that query string, the question mark. Now this question mark is indicating the ID. Why this is question mark? Question mark is used to pass the input to that URL. It is passing some input to the page. That means for this page, it requires the ID. That means it will be able to display the record detail page. What record detail page you want me to display? Which account record information you want me to display inside this page? So we need to pass that record ID. In order to pass that record ID, we are using that input parameter. So for that one, we are using that query question mark. That question mark is called as query string. Query string is used to add some input parameters along with the page. So now for this page, I'm passing one input. That means I'm passing one record ID. Based on this ID only, this particular record, please display in this particular detail page. So that we are using that option ID equals to record ID. We can able to pass that record ID also over here. Like this, we can able to pass the parameters also along with the page redirection. So for that reason, we are using an option called as query string. So query string is used to redirect the user to a particular page. That means upon click on this link, please open that record. That means here, upon click on this link, please open this record. That means I'm redirecting the user to what? To my detail page. Upon redirecting the user to the detail page, I'm indicating which record information you want me to show inside that page. This is the record, like as United Island Gas Singapore. Then how can we recognize this record? This record is having some ID. So now Salesforce is passing that record ID as an input to this particular page with the help of a query string. So that it is adding my page name. Along with the page name, it is adding a question mark, which is indicating this is the ID of the record. Please display this record detail information inside this user interface format. So we are passing some input also to my user interface, okay, with the help of that query string. We are adding some parameters also. Okay, so now this is the name of the parameter, this is the value of the parameter here. Okay, now, so now here in this case, in order to pass the values along with the redirection, we are using the help of the query string feature. By using this query string feature, we can supply the values from one page to another page. It's a common question in every interview, how to pass the value from one page to another page. Upon passing the value from one page to another page, the only mechanism is we have to use query string. Through query string, we can pass the value from one Visualforce page to another Visualforce page. Okay, clear? Now, so in this case, what kind of requirements we can implement through query string? How to pass the values? If I'm passing the value, how to pass one single value? How to pass multiple values? If I'm passing the values to my target page, how the target page will receive those values, how it is performing the operations here. Now let's see practically with a small use case. Okay, now. So now here in this case, make a note of this one, query string. Query string is used to pass the values from one Visualforce page to another upon redirection, page redirection. Upon page redirection, if you want to pass some input values from one page to another page, then we can use the help of query string. By using query string, we can supply either one or more values from one page to another page. Not only passing one value, we can pass multiple values also from one page to another page. Now, then how can we supply these values now? What is the syntax? We need to follow upon passing the values, okay, from one page to another page. Upon passing the values from one page to another page, we have to pass these values in the form of parameters. Okay, in the form of parameters, we need to supply the value. So each and every parameter will be having two things. One is the key, second one is the value. Like for example, let me go to the previous page. I'm copying this user interface URL now. So up to this is my page name. Up to this is my page name. After that, I'm having that question mark. This is nothing but query string. Here I'm passing two parameters, nothing but two input values. Up to this is one. After that, we have one more. That means here ampersand. Ampersand symbol is used to concatenate the multiple parameters. Okay, so this ampersand symbol is working like as a separator here. So now we are having the two parameters we have supplied. Now ID equals to the value and then ampersand. Ampersand is nothing but a separator to split these parameters here. Now this is the second parameter. When you observe these parameters, we are having the key. Nothing but this is the key and this is the value is available. For the second parameter, this is the key and this is the value. So we are going to passing the values in the form of key and the value pairs. Okay, key and the value pairs means what? Map collection. It's in the form of map collection here. So now in this case, whenever we are going to passing the values from one page to another page, we have to indicate the key, we have to indicate the value also. So based on the key value pairs, we can able to add the multiple elements, okay, and then we can able to append those multiple elements with the help of a separator called as ampersand. We can add all these parameters to the page with the help of a query string, and we can send this data to that another page also. So we need to prepare these multiple parameters, and then we can able to combine the multiple parameters by using the ampersand symbol. This is a separator to segregate that each and every the parameter. This is one parameter, this is the second parameter. To segregate this one, we are using a separator called as ampersand. Now, we are having this ampersand symbol. Now we are preparing the multiple parameters right now, which are having the key value pairs. Now, these parameters we are adding along with the page by using a question mark, that is nothing but that query string. Now these values we are going to be appending to my page here. Okay, I'm appending this input parameters to my page by using that question mark symbol, that is called as query string. Okay, now then how can we supply this one? Now let's see how to pass the parameters, how to pass one parameter, how to pass multiple parameters. Now let's see. Now make a note here. Query string will add the parameters or values to the URL. Query string will add the parameters or values to the URL. That means it is going to be appending the parameters to the URL. Each parameter should have a key and a value. Each parameter should have a key and a value. We should have a key and we should have the value. Both we need to supply. Then, what is the syntax to pass the value from one page to another page here? Now let's see the syntax. Page reference, I'm indicating that object name equals to new page reference. Here we can specify slash apex. We can specify the page name. After specifying the page name, give a question mark. Okay, give a question mark, and then specify the parameter name. Parameter name equals to give the value. Parameter name and the value. So now page reference, pgref, nothing but you can give object name equals to new page reference slash apex slash page name, and then use that question mark, which is indicating as a query string, which is used to not only redirecting the user to that page. I would like to add some parameters along with the page redirection. For this one, we are adding one parameter. This is the name of the parameter. This is the value of the parameter. Name of the parameter means what? Key. This is the key equals to the value. Okay. Now, for example, I want to pass a value. String some search text equals to some text. I'm passing this value. For this one, I'm using that page reference. Page reference pgref equals to new page reference. I'm redirecting the user to the target page. Target page, question mark. I'm indicating that the yes test equals to search text equals to, I would like to pass a value. I'm appending that value over here. Search text. Whatever the value is available, okay, whatever the value is available inside this variable, that means key. Now when you go to the target page will be collecting this value by using the key. Based on the key, we need to collect that value. Here, how to collect that value, we'll see. Okay. So upon redirecting the user, we have to use a question mark. Question mark is indicating this is a query string. That means, so boss, please don't redirect right now. Please wait. I'm adding some parameters also. So this is the parameter name. This is the parameter value I'm adding here. Now this here search text I'm going to be appending here. Because this value is a dynamic value, I'm going to be appending over here inside this. Okay. Sometimes I would like to pass multiple values also. Like for example, string, account name. I'm passing the value like as some Ram Kumar. String, ACC rating, some heart. Two values I want to supply over here. In this case, how can we supply? Page reference, pgref equals to new page reference. Here we can specify slash apex slash target page question mark. I'm indicating a name. Nothing means this is the key I'm indicating over here plus ACC name. And then after that, I would like to add one more parameter. For that one, I'm using ampersand is the separator. Okay, ampersand will be the separator. Ampersand, I'm indicating a rating equals to, I'm indicating that ACC rating. I'm adding the two parameters over here. Not only one, multiple parameters also we can able to supply. Make a note. We can add the multiple parameters to the query string by using a separator ampersand. By using a separator, we can able to add multiple parameters also. If you are good at concepts of all the Salesforce functionalities, admin development, all these things, okay, then once you're thorough with all the topics, okay, then you can join as a Salesforce trainer also. Okay. If you're having some time to get some IT company job, then you can join as a Salesforce trainer also. Okay. So if you are handling either one or two batches, then you can gain more knowledge also. Okay. So that it will be very easy for you to face the interviews. Okay. You will be losing the state fear also at that time, because if you are taking up some sessions, then you will lose the state fear also. Generally, the people will be having the state fear, even though they are good at concept. When you go to the interview room, The people forget most of the things. 50% of the subject will be gone from the mind. Even though if you know that perfectly, you can't explain. We can't recollect that information. So that here practice is very, very important. Okay. Generally, the people will neglect the teaching. Okay, teaching the teaching, you can earn more money when compared with that IT company also. Even in US also, we can't earn that much of amount. Okay, you can save more than if you are earning in US. And that too, it's a very respectable position for the people. The people will thought, we can earn 10,000, 20,000, not like that. We can earn some lakhs of amount also from teaching. Okay. In IT company, we can earn maximum 1.5 to 2 per month. When you go to US also, you can save maximum 2 or 2.5 lakhs, not more than that. Okay, because most of the amount we can able to go in that in terms of taxes, in terms of expenses. But in teaching, no taxable. Okay, completely in hand amount. Okay, so you can save more amount also. Okay, clear up to this part? Now, so now let's see, whenever I'm passing the values from one page to another page, how the values will be supplying to the target page. How the target page should receive these values. Now let's see here. Okay, for example, come to a scenario. Assume that I'm having two Visual Force pages. So this is one page. This is second page. Now, search a page. Search a results page. Okay. Now, so here I'm having the two text boxes. One is to enter the account name. Second one is to enter the account rating value. Two fields are available. Two text boxes are available inside my page. This is some account name. Here is the account rating. I'm having a button. I'm having a button. Go to results. I'm indicating go to that results page here. Okay. So now behind this particular go to results page button, okay, I have written some piece of code. Okay, I have written some piece of code. So now as soon as once you click on this go to results page, results button, I want to redirect the user to that search results page. Okay. Then upon redirecting the user, what are the two values I'm entering in these two text boxes? These values I would like to pass to the target page also. Here I want to show these two values. Account name, account rating. I want to show those two values in this particular place. Now, in this case, generally, now tell me here. So now, as soon as once you click on this go to results button, I want to redirect the user to that page. How can we do this one now? Tell me the code. I'm preparing a button control. Forget about the user interface part here. Okay. Now, the business logic part. public page reference, go to results page. Then page reference, some pgref equals to new page reference. Now tell me to which page you would like to redirect the user. Slash results page. Next, I want to pass the parameters also. Now, whatever the two values I have supplied inside my text boxes, I want to pass these two values. Now, tell me how can we get these two values into my class code? How can we get these two values? Define a variable, right? Public string account name. I am making it as get and set. Next, to store the rating value, public string account rating, get and set. Okay, now, so in this case, how can we get these two values? Whatever the value that I have entered inside my text box 1 and text box 2, how can we get these two values into my two variables? How? Input text. Then what is the property? Value property, right? So now just you can go to the text box controls. In this text box controls, we need to map this value property. So here I'm going to be mapping that value property over here. Okay, this is the value property. For this text box, I'm giving the value property. Here I'm writing the code here. Value equals to, what is that variable name? Account name. For this variable, I'm using that property here. Value equals to, whatever the value that I'm entering the second text box, I want to store inside a variable called as account rating. These are the two variables I have defined, account name, account rating variables. In these variables, I would like to collect these values. For example, user has entered some value. Here the user has entered some Suresh Kumar. This is the account record name he has entered. Rating value he has entered as heart. Two values the user has entered. So as soon as whenever the user has entering the value inside my text box 1, text box 2, these two values are coming into my variables automatically. Okay. Now Suresh Kumar value will be storing inside this account name variable, and then heart value will be storing inside that account rating variable. So both the values will be coming into my variables by default. Now upon redirecting the user, I need to pass these values also. How can we pass these values now? Tell me, how can we pass these values? Question mark, and then account name. You can give any parameter name, any key name, whatever you want. A name. Now, account name. Next. Plus, and then we have to use ampersand. That means here, now account name is a variable. Dynamically, I'm collecting this variable value. I'm replacing in this position here. And then after that, I'm going to be adding some more information. Now, for this one, I'm indicating a rating. We can give any parameter name. Then what is the value? Plus account rating here. Okay, account rating. So now this is the code. That means what? Upon redirecting the user, okay, by using that page reference class, along with that page reference, I'm going to passing the parameters also. Okay, I'm passing the parameters also. Now /apex/result page. That means please redirect the user to the result page. Upon redirecting the user to the result page, then please pass these values also. A name equals to the account name variable. That means Suresh Kumar, and the rating value should be heart value. Both will be including inside this, and then we can redirect the user. Return pgref dot set redirect. Set redirect of true. Okay, return pgref dot set redirect of true. So now this is the piece of code here, simple. Now tell me any difficulty in this one. Simply I am going to be appending those parameter names. Here this parameter name, A rating, anything we can give, ABC, XYZ, A1, A2, whatever you want. We can provide any parameter name. Just you can give that key and then the value. And that means to add one more parameter, we need a separator. Okay, we need a separator based on which we can able to segregate that information, parameter values. So that I'm using the ampersand symbol, ampersand A rating equals to the rating parameter value. Okay. So now, upon redirecting the user to the results page, I am passing two parameter values. One is that name of that account. Second one is rating of that account. Here I'm passing these two values. Okay. Clear up to this one? Now, as soon as once you click on this go to results button, okay, go to results button, now it is going to be executing this piece of code, which will be redirecting the user to the results page. Now, whenever the user has been redirected to the results page, whenever the user has been redirected to the results page, now the URL will be looking like this. The URL will be looking like this here. It will be having the HTTPS. You will be having that some ap15.salesforce.com or force.com, whatever, /apex. Your page name. What is my page name here? Results page. Okay, for example, search results page, whatever. And then after it is having that question mark. And then what it contains? A name equals to Suresh Kumar, ampersand, A rating equals to heart. The value will be available over here. So now the URL will be looking like this. Okay, URL will be looking like this. Inside the target page, URL will be looking like this. That means whatever the values I have added to my page redirection, the values will be getting visible inside the URL. When you go to that URL, we are having the results page, and then we'll be having two parameters are available, A name and then A rating. Two parameters are available. So now these are the two values. For this first parameter, I'm having the value Suresh Kumar, and the second parameter A rating equals to heart. That means it will be having the value heart. Okay, clear? As soon as whenever I'm redirecting the user by passing some parameters, by adding some parameters, now these parameter values will be appending to the URL. Okay, it will be appending this parameter to that URL. Whatever the URL that we have inside that URL, these values will be getting appended over here. Now, once these values have been getting reached to that target page, I want to collect these values. I want to show inside these places over here. How can we collect these values? In the target page, whenever the page is getting loaded or upon click on the button control, I want to catch that value from each and every parameter. Okay, I want to collect each and every parameter value. Like as Suresh Kumar, I want to collect, heart, I want to collect. How to collect the Suresh Kumar value? Based on the key called as A name. How to collect the value heart? By using that A rating parameter. These are the parameter names are the keys. We are having the key and the value. Key and the values. That means whatever the URL is available, URL will be holding the parameters in the form of map collection. Okay, it will be holding the parameters in the form of map collection, where you will be having the key and the value pairs. Each and every key and the value pair will be segregating with the help of a separator called as ampersand symbol. Ampersand is a separator. Now, once it is reaching to the target page, then we need to catch this value from the URL. How to collect the value from the URL here? Okay, now let's see practically. If you want to collect this value from the URL, then we have to use a class called as Apex Pages class. Okay, we have to use a class called as Apex Pages class. Apex Pages. Now, Apex Pages means what? Visual Force pages here. Now, where these values are available? Inside my pages here. What is this pages? Apex Pages. Nothing but Visual Force pages. In these pages, in which page you are having the value? In my current page over here. Okay, current page. So that to refer that we are using current page. Okay, current page. Current page method is referencing the current page. Whatever the current page you are right now, it will be referencing that current page. That means it will be having so many Visual Force pages are available inside my Visual Force page object, Apex page object. From that one, it is collecting the current page. In this current page, what we have? values. How? In the form of parameters here. For that one, to get all the parameters, we are using that parameters. Okay, current page dot parameters. If I'm using parameters, then what it will do is it is returning this a key and the value pairs in the form of map collection. Okay, the return type of this parameters method is purely map collection format, map of string comma string, where the key is also of type string, value is also of type string. Okay, now in this case I don't want all the parameters, I want this parameter here, key. This is the parameter here. How can we get the parameter value here? I'm having a map collection. In that one, we have key and the values. Key and the values are there. I know the key. What is that key? A name. So now how can we get this value? Get method. Get of key. What is that key here? A name. Now it is returning that value. What value it will return to you? Suresh Kumar. That value I'm storing inside a variable string. Now account name. Okay. I'm storing this value inside my variable here. Okay, so now here I am going to be referencing the pages. Refer that Visual Force pages. Apex pages means refer the Visual Force pages. From those pages, which page I would like to refer? Current page. In my current page here, I am having some values. The values are available in the form of parameters. Parameters, it is having one or more. I want one specific parameter value. What is that parameter name? A name. So I'm passing the parameter key with the help of get method. Because what are the parameters we are adding inside the URL, parameters will be storing in the form of map collection. Okay, so to get that value from the map, we need to supply the key. I'm passing this key here. So based on this key, I can get the values to Suresh Kumar. I can store inside my variable. Like the similar way, I want to get that rating value also. How can we do this one now? Then Apex pages dot current page. Parameters dot get. What is the key name? A rating here. That's it. So now we can able to get that the information. So now Apex pages dot current page dot parameters. Now, so now here in this case here. So we can able to specify the parameters, get the parameter based on that key. Whenever I'm passing the key, it is returning that value. Now once the values are coming into that, store inside your variables, and then you can able to display variable in that. Okay, clear? This is the way. So now we have to pass the value by adding to that page reference class. We need to catch the value, okay, inside the target page here. Okay, clear? We need to supply, we need to receive. Okay, both the things we have to do manually here. Okay, through coding inside. Okay, clear? Now make a note of this one. Understood the concept now? Now make a note here. Upon passing the parameters to the Visual Force page, upon passing the parameters to the Visual Force page, it will append the values inside the URL. It will append the values inside the URL. It will append the values inside the URL. We need to get the values from the target page URL, as below. We need to get the values from the target page URL as below. Syntax. We need to specify Apex pages dot current page dot parameters dot get. We can pass that parameter name. Store the value. data type and the value. For example, string customer name equals to apex pages dot current page dot parameters dot get off. I'm using that ACC name. String customer rating apex pages dot current page dot parameters dot get off a rating. So here a name. We can get the value. Based on this value, so you can able to perform your own operations also. Depends upon your requirement, whatever the operation you want to initiate, we can perform those operations as well. And one more thing, this weekend we don't have the sessions. Saturday, Sunday we don't have the session. Okay, this weekend will be a holiday for you. Clear? Done? Now. So now how to use this one and how can we pass the value from one page to another page? How can we catch those values and based on which how can we perform the operations? We'll see in tomorrow's session. Okay. In tomorrow's session, we'll see a practical example. How can we pass this value? How can we initiate some searching mechanism? Okay, inside the target page. We'll see practically.